Hey everyone, Kyle Lewis here from the Worship Keyboard Tutorial YouTube channel, giving you tips and tricks to help you with your worship keyboard ministry. In this video, I'm going to show you how to play the song Great Are You Lord using only 4 chords. That's right, 4 chords. But before we get started, if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button and that little notification bell so that you can be aware of future videos. And if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. Alright, if you're ready, let's get started. So there's a free PDF that you can get by clicking the link below, and it has all of the written out examples of the things that I'm playing in this lesson. So this song is in the key of A, but you'll notice it starts on a D chord. A lot of times when a song is in a certain key, we start on that chord. So if it's in the key of A, we start on an A chord. But there's a lot of times when it's in a certain key, but we start on a chord that's not the 1 chord. And this is just one of those times that we don't start on a 1 chord. We're in the key of A, but we're starting on a D chord, okay? So let me just play through the 4 basic chords that we have, and then we'll put them in context with the song. So we have basically a D chord, and that works for D. We have an A chord, but that also works with the F sharp minor chord. We'll talk about that in just a minute too, why that works. The next chord that we have is the E sus. And then we have an A sus, which also works for the D2. And so we'll talk about that in a little bit too, why that works. But let's go to the first part here. And this is the chords that we're going to be using for the intro, the verse, the chorus, and the instrumental. So when you learn these 3 chords, you basically have learned most of the song, okay? So let's take this first one, the key of A. We're playing that D chord, going to the F sharp minor chord, to the E sus chord. So that's the 3 chords that we're using in order for instrumental, verse, chorus, and the intro. So I'm starting on that D chord, but notice what I do is I'm just taking these 2 bottom notes and moving them down here, which kind of spells out this A chord, but because I have F sharp in the bass, it's an F sharp minor 7. So if I were to start with F sharp minor and move the A down here, you can see I spell out an F sharp minor 7. But by putting this A up here, I'm kind of separating a little bit. I've got my A chord up here with F sharp in the bass. That gives me F sharp minor 7. So again, I'm going from this D chord here to the F sharp minor 7. Now look how I go from this chord now to the E sus chord. All I'm doing is dropping this note from the C sharp down to B on my E sus chord. So that gives me my E sus chord by just moving 1 note in the right hand and the 1 note in the left hand. They both actually move down. So let's hear that in context. Let's hear it with the verse. You give life, you are love, you bring light to the darkness, you give hope, you restore every heart that is broken. Great are you, Lord. So I did it for the intro, I did it for the verse, and now when we get to the chorus, we have those same chords. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise. We pour out our praise. It's your breath in our lungs, so we pour out our praise to you only. Instrumental, same chords. So notice I'm staying right here in this region here. I'm not moving around, I'm not jumping around. I'm trying to find a way to go easily from 1 chord to the next to the next. So that's the first section. If you got that, you've got most of the song. So now let's jump to the bridge. The bridge also has 3 chords. It has that A chord, which we saw with the same voicing that we had for the F sharp minor 7. Now we have the A sus chord. So by taking the C sharp here and moving it up a half step, we have an A sus chord. So here's the A to the A sus. Now it goes to a D2, not a regular D chord, a D2. But But my D2 is the same voicing as my A sus. So if I look at the notes from a D standpoint, I have D, which is my root, E, which is my second, and then A, which is now my fifth. So what was my sus4, 5, root on an A chord is now root 2, 5 on my D chord. So I'm using the exact same notes for the A sus and the D2. So let's hear that in context. So let's hear it with the lyrics of the bridge. And all the earth will shout your praise. Our hearts will cry, these bones will sing. Great are you, Lord. And that's the song. 4 chords in your right hand, a few alterations in the left hand, and you've got it made. Well, thanks for watching. I appreciate it, and would love to hear in the comments how this and other videos have been a help to you. And before you sign off, make sure to check out some of these other videos, and if you click this link below, you can subscribe if you haven't done so already. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.